Streaming. Let's just make sure that's working right. Ah, there we go. It is working right, which is what we like to see. So let's go ahead and shrink that down to that. Share. Let's copy that. And then let's put it in Media World. Is that right? This is where people put where they're streaming, yes. I don't know, it's just a lot of pictures. I do know. That's that. I have posted here before. Genlocke part 1, I know I can put that there. Right? I would assume so. Yeah. And then I'm not really sure where to put this. Oh, sup, Bulba? I've never actually had anyone come in this early other than last Friday when they knew I was going to be streaming. How you doing? Okay, I'll go ahead and put that there. And then that's that. That's louder than I thought it would be. Yeah, that's too loud. I can't do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up YouTube again and put on some lo-fi because that's always nice. We like lo-fi. I hope. Okay, so that we go there, and then we go to live. There we go.
Whoa.
That's an ad.
I just put the budgeting app in base 44. Guys,
there we go. I think that's working, right? At least I hope so. Because now we can actually get into this. Then we've been through all this, so don't need to sit through that. So let's just get through all this intro stuff. Ow, Jesus, okay. Oh, this ROM is randomized. Oh no, that's not what we want. Just give me 1 second here, fellas. I think that's the one. Let's check. All right. All right. I think this is right. Yeah, the text is moving at normal speed. There's a normal leader in, so yeah, I think this is good. All right. I always forget how, I forgot which button to select, so I'm, okay. I always forget how long these intros are. Alright, so your name is Darkwolf. Yes, it is. This is my grandson. He's been rivals since you both were babies. What's his name again? Alrighty. Bulba, since you're the first here, I think we should let you do the honors. What is the rival's name gonna be? Because I'm not entirely sure what I want to name him, I'll be honest. What is his name indeed? Actually, you know what? The rival's name is Bulba? You know, I don't really hate that, I'll be honest. You want to be the rival, and the rival you shall be. I'll be honest, I was gonna go Nick because I'm still a little bit salty about the tournament and how that went. But, you know, bygones are bygones. It's okay, Nick can be next gen. This gen's rival is going to be Bulba. And then we just gotta get through all of this. God, this takes forever. Oh, right. Let me... Okay, that is the start. So just give me 1 second. I'm relearning the controls. Battle scene on. Set. Yes. There we go. I am a rival because I got my ass whipped. I mean, I guess so. Oh wait, was it you who I accidentally swept with the Pelipper? Because I was not expecting to do a Pelipper sweep during the tournament, I'll be fully honest with you. Wait, which team were you again? I actually completely forgot. Oh, you were the one where the first game was sand, and then I just did a full Pelipper sweep game 2? Because, I'll be honest, I did not think that... Yes, it was you. I'll be honest, I really did not think that, you know, that would happen. I did not think I would sweep with Pelipper. I mean, I did train a max special attack, but I didn't think he would just kill everything. Okay. That's Charmander. Not really great right now. That's Squirtle, which is probably one of the best for the Elite Four. It's got a high special attack. And then we got Bulbasaur, which is most definitely the best option. Really, we only have 2 options here. I mean, technically we have 3, but Charmander just dies to a double Bulba. I mean, we could, but I really don't want you getting Sleep Powder. No, the rival in Firered takes the Pokemon that is strong against yours. You play too many new gen games. Is that... Oh, just Duolingo, I don't give a shit. I was gonna go Bulbasaur for the easy route, but honestly, double, that's the wrong button. Yeah, I was going to go... Hang on. Yeah, I was gonna go Bulbasaur to stop you from getting Sleep Powder, but double Bulba is just way too funny to pass up. Give a nickname? Yes. Okay. What should the name dynamic be for this very first run? Now, I would say it could be people who played in tournament. Leonardo. Oh. That is way too good. Oh my god. Actually, is that even gonna fit? I hope so. Leonardo really is the best Ninja Turtle. I would say my Ninja Turtles, as far as favorites go, in order is going to be Leonardo at number 1, then it's got to be Michelangelo, and then it's got to be Raphael, and then Donatello. Sorry, Donatello fans, but, you know, it's not that he's a nerd, because I'm a nerd. It's just because he's not really there too much. He's kind of like a background character. Because Squirtle and Leo are both blue, that checks out. Actually, I did not check our natures. I have no idea what our nature is going to be. Bulba with Bulba, that's what we're talking about. Yes, I know what a Pokemon medal is, old man. You know, I'm not a newbie, I'm a veteran. Oh my god, Professor Oak, shut up, please. Summary, what's the nature? Oh, Jolly's the worst one. Because yes, we're faster, but our water attacks do less. That's the wrong button again. This is so bad. Leonardo has a terrible nature. Honestly, I would prefer modest or timid. If it was timid, then we would be set. What the heck? That was like 2 crits in a row. What the hell? You know, it's okay, because technically, the run doesn't start until we get Pokeballs. I will be honest though, this nature really sucks. Hey, what's up, Axo? It's okay, because the run doesn't start until we get Pokeballs. So this death doesn't count. It's going to be the only one that Bulba gets. Yeah, Axo, Bulba has a Bulbasaur now, so I'm not looking forward to the sleep powders. Now I gotta go get Pokeballs. I'm actually doing better than I thought I would, so, you know, I got that going for me, which is nice. How you doing, Axo? That's the wrong button again. Oh, and then Leonardo, you know, the Squirtle, it has a jolly nature, which would be good if it was Gen 4 physical special split. Its stat moves do even less damage now. Although I will say, Leonardo is now the fastest turtle in the West. Bam. And then you give me potion. I'm so used to fastest text on mods that this just feels really slow text-wise now. I'm on the fast setting. That's the wrong button. Oh yeah, what's your team look like for Rainbow Rocket, Axo? I don't think I ever asked. Honestly, I think that Rainbow Rocket was a really cool storyline. You know, just bringing back all of the villains. Then when you see them all lined up side by side, you just got like 4 or 5 businessmen and then 1 cult leader. That's the wrong fucking button. And then just 1 random cult leader, and I just find that really funny. That's another Pidgey. Yeah, let's get out of here. No, thank you. Alright, let's heal and then get some Pokeballs because I need those. Ensign, Heliolisk, Mismagius, Mega Altaria, Toxapex, and Leafeon. Interesting. I'll be honest. You know, as soon as you said, can you guess what Sunny is in the tournament, I immediately knew what it was. You know, the competitiveness just kicked into my brain. Speaking of which, I want to team build. I'm just really bad at team building. I know a somewhat decent core that I want to use, being Blaziken, Kingambit, I would say Basculegion. I want to go Aerodactyl. That's the wrong fucking button. Oh yeah, I don't know if I said enough, but congratulations on the tournament. You know, back-to-back champion. That's definitely something to be proud of. And honestly, another thing, Axo, with all these runs you're doing where chat decides your team, you're kind of inspiring me. I think I might want to do a run where chat decides my team at some point. Obviously not right now, because, you know, I'm trying to catch up to all the other guys, but, you know, I'm open to the idea at some point. I almost pushed the wrong button again. Yeah, playing for counters is one of the best and the worst things that you can possibly do, because you can pick a pretty common counter that other people also know how to counter, or you can pick a super niche counter like Sunny. That's the wrong fucking button. I think I might have to rename the stream at this point to Dark Wolf just picks all the wrong buttons. Yeah, you can pick a super niche but really good pick that people don't take into consideration, or you can take a pick that's proven to be really good into the current metagame. Okay, we have Pokeballs now. You know, the fucking A button that's right above Z, which is my A button. Actually, can I map it so that way it's the other thing? Emulation, file, that's save states. Yeah, Bulba King, you're gonna have to fight Axo. You're gonna have to fight Axo for that title, and honestly, you're gonna have to fight me too. And you know how well that went the last time. Yeah, I don't know how to change the buttons. God damn it! And immediately the first thing I did was click the wrong A button. Jesus. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I may be an idiot, but I'm one of the fiercest Pokemon players that you're probably going to meet for a very long while. And actually, I wonder... Oh, you've never used Mimikyu before? Well, I mean, it is a pretty rare spawn, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, wait. This is an encounter. I have to keep track of this. And Nuzlocke Chuckao. That's Alpha Sapphire. So we gotta go Gen 3, Firered. Not the Nuzlocke, it's the Firered genlocke. Create the game. Starter. Squirtle, named Leonardo. Status received. Nature. Unfortunately, it's a jolly nature, which really isn't good. Yes, add to the party. Technically, we didn't win. Route 1 is a Pidgey. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong tab. Yeah, I would say, you know, like I said before, probably the only reason I lost was because I kept getting interrupted and I couldn't focus in on the battle with Nick, which is... okay. Tweeter? It's interesting. Oh, this is actually doing some decent damage. I gotta catch this. There we go. Yeah, if I was just left alone, I would have absolutely wiped the floor with Nick. Yeah, you had some insane luck, I will say, Axo. God Damn it. Alright. Nickname is captured Pidgey, yes. Okay. Is the naming convention going to be Ninja Turtles, or is it just going to be going with the flow? Because, honestly, Tweeter is not bad, I will say. Yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing is every time I push the wrong button, I'm just going to start doing a push-up. Every time I get a like or a subscription, I'm going to do a push-up. Yeah, go with the flow. Tweeter it is. I almost pushed the wrong button. Where's the T? Tweeter. Yeah, every time I push the wrong button, every time I get a like, every time I get a subscription, I'm going to do one push-up. Which normally wouldn't be that bad. However, I did a full body workout today. A lot of pulling, a lot of pushing. My arms are a little tired. Actually, hang on, let me see. How do I see all the things? I don't know how to see all of the things. Yeah, that's that, that's that. I don't know how to look at all the things. Okay. Let's do that. Ha. Here we go. And then I can kind of hop in there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I see that both of you guys like the stream, so thank you so much for that. And give me 1 second here. I gotta adjust my camera a little bit. Okay. That's 2 of them. Axo, I don't like that. What are you planning? Oh, another Pidgey. Room reveal? Yeah, you know what? How about this? I'll make you a deal. I'm at 12 right now. If I can get to 25, I will do a complete room reveal. The whole shebang. I'm talking inside this mystery door here. I'm talking over there. I'm talking all the things. But we gotta get to 25. And then let's get out of here because we gotta heal. God, I wish I could run right now. That would be so nice. Oh, I forgot you guys can make alt accounts. Oh, God, okay. Alright. And then, let's see. Let's get in here, get some Pokeballs. Oh, I just hit my toe on the desk. It's alright. Nothing to worry about. Yet. Oh, thanks for the shout out, Bulba. Actually, did I get... Good. But, you know, every little bit helps, you know? Oh, I guess Premier Balls don't exist yet. Or do they? I'm not sure. Do Premier Balls exist in Firered? Well, either way, I got 10 Pokeballs. I'm gonna go get another encounter. Route 22. Alright, what's our encounter gonna be? It's a rat. 187. That is quite a lot. Wow. I almost pushed the wrong button, but I didn't. I'm learning. Actually, let me just take a note of that. Route 22 is a rat. And then that is Tweeter. Unfortunately, it's... Yeah, Guts Hyperfang is really good. Let's just actually hope it has Guts. It's faster than Leonardo, which is good. That's a good sign. Oh my god. Do we die here? Splinter? Who's Splinter again? I haven't watched Ninja Turtles in a hot minute. So I'll ask catching Splinter Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah, he's a rat dude. Yeah, this has got to be Splinter, man. Normally I have a little tradition of naming any Rattata I catch like Remy. That is... Okay. Yeah, normally I have a tradition of naming any Rattata I catch Remy, like from Ratatouille. But honestly, Ninja Turtle route, I'm really liking it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Copyright strike. Wait, 2012 version, is that the one on Nickelodeon? Because that was my jam. I love the Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon, man. I would crush all of those if we had streaming services. Splinter. Actually, let's go ahead and check their natures as well. Tweeter is quiet. Which one is that? 3D one was Super Shredder. Hang on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012. Yeah, that was my jam, man. Jesus. I will tell you, you know, as a kid, that red-haired girl, I forget her name, but she did something to me. I'll tell you what. And then Splinter. Pidgey is quiet, which is plus special attack minus speed. That's really not great. We do too have our two encounter. We can get bugs. Yeah, April. That was her name. Why am I getting the worst natures for these Pokemon? Rattata is timid. Pidgey is quiet. Squirtle is jolly. This is very, very bad. I'm starting to think this run is dead. Well, we have Guts though. Unfortunately, we have a minus attack nature, which you know is just phenomenal. Yeah, Furo really is a good option. You know, I used it once and I feel like it's really undervalued. Oh yeah. You know, Boba, I actually forgot about Chico, but god damn, she did some shit to me too, I'll tell you what. No, I only watched that one random movie of Kim Possible. I forget which one it was, but it was like some random ass movie. That was my jam. That was my sister's jam. You know, Shigo and Kim, they did something to me. I don't know what. Now we gotta talk to this old man, do this. Yeah. And now we just gotta sit through here. Yeah, at least it's not nearly as long as the Wall-E capture tutorial. Okay. Yeah, you know, enough talking about our waifus, as wonderful as they are. It's time to go bug catching, like a good little Japanese kid. Never had anyone like that in shows? Axel, you're missing out, my guy. Because let me tell you, 2000s Disney and 2010s television, that was where it was at. That's Pidgey. Actually, I'm curious, what are the encounters for Route 2? We have Caterpie and Weedle, both of which increase our chances of getting Pikachu as an encounter. Oh yeah, Pikachu is absolutely the best forest encounter possible. Oh yeah. So let me see. How do I pin it? General activity. Oh, okay. So pin message. There we go. Every misclick is one push-up. Every like and sub is one. What the fuck is a yippee? Can someone tell me what a yippee is? I'm very confused. Oh, just saying the word? Okay. Or actually... Oh! Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't do that because I live in a house with a bunch of little girls who are already loud enough and are currently asleep. Okay. Okay. How about this? I will let you guys choose. We can either have a room reveal at 25, or we can have a room reveal and a very special, not soon surprise, because I'm going to say what it is in a second, but you can have a special gift and a room reveal after I get monetized. I will let you pick. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be a bit of both. My computer stand is acting up because, oh, no. Okay, I got it. Alright, and back to bug hunting. That's a Pidgey. Can't escape. Yes, I can. Watch this. Let's go gambling. Okay, there we go. And now back to bug catching. That's a rat. Monetization? Alright, do we have the consensus of we're going monetization for a room reveal and a very special surprise instead of 25 in a room reveal? Is that the consensus that we're coming here to? Because I'm only going to reveal the surprise if that's the consensus that we come to. And there's no take backsies. That's a bird. Is it a bug? It's a bird. Alright, thoughts on what? So what is the consensus going to be? Is it going to be 25 subs for a room reveal? Or is it going to be monetization? Oh, monetization? Okay, so since the consensus is on monetization, the special surprise is once I'm monetized, I will purchase chat's choice of a maid outfit, a Playboy bunny outfit, or whatever else you guys might fantasize about, and I will wear it for one full stream. That's going to be the special surprise if I can get monetized. Furry costume. You know what? Sure. If I get monetized, I will purchase furry costume and I will wear it for one full stream. And actually, as for your question, I honestly prefer Beedrill. He's just my little guy. I love him a lot. Write that down. You know what? You're right. Actually, should I write it down in the Discord? Because that would be something, wouldn't it? Hang on, let me move the Discord over here so I can actually see it and not hide the game. Alright, I'm gonna put it in the Discord. Alright, I'll do a chat choice. Alright, so chat, how's this sound? My chat has spoken. If I can get monetized, I will do a room reveal and wear an outfit of chat's choice for a whole stream. The current winner is a furry outfit. Alright, how's that sound? Do I put that in the chat? Well, not in the chat, in the Discord. All right, there we go. You'll see it in Meister's Discord. There we go. And now everyone knows that once I get monetized, I will be wearing a very spicy outfit for you guys. Whatever you want. Of course, yeah, is that gonna happen? Probably not. But, hey, you know, it's a goal to strive for, and we like goals here. That's a bird. You know, yeah, Butterfree Shiny is better, but I use Beedrill in a Nuzlocke, and Beedrill just kind of killed everything. I was super happy with him. And then he died, and I was very sad. Yeah, so put on your hat. I'll put on my hat. I don't have a bug catching hat, but I do have the hat for my uniform. Gmax Butterfree or Mega Beedrill? Honestly, I think Gmax Butterfree is better designed, and Mega Beedrill I honestly like better because it fits my competitive playstyle. So if I had to pick between the two, I would say Mega Beedrill. But, you know, if we're going solely based on looks, I would have to go with Butterfree. Mega Beedrill is usable axe, so you just gotta know how to use them right. Can't escape. No, Remy, let me go. I don't want to be here. Remy, I'm not liking this. Let me out. Thank you. Okay. Maybe it's strafing side to side that the bugs don't like. Maybe if we go up and down, that'll work. Nope, that's another rat. Nope, yeah, we'll skip Route 2 for now. Oh yeah, Mega Beedrill is absolutely super min-maxed. I work at a country club, believe it or not. I serve all the rich people. And our encounter is a Caterpie. Okay. Viridian Forest is a Caterpie. Unfortunately not a Pikachu. That's not the tab that I wanted. There we go. Honestly, I don't hate Butterfree because Butterfree gets confusion and we miss tackle. It gets sleep powder. Butterfree is really good for catching Pokemon and taking out any poison types. So, you know, I don't hate Butterfree, I just prefer Beedrill. And we hit the Caterpie. It's only doing the thing. Okay. Okay, we're naming it Stripes. Interesting. Stripes it is. I do think Stripes would be better on a Beedrill, but I think a Butterfree named Stripes would kind of go hard. Stripes. There we go. And then we gotta go get this item over here. And we also gotta kill a bunch of Pokemon to get to level 9. Oh. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. We can kill this thing for XP. Butter. I like butter. You know, if we get a Weedle on Route 2, which is the only encounter we're actually able to get for Route 2 now, we're going to name the Weedle Butter. Kind of pull a Greenland and an Iceland. Is there a speed up? There is a speed up button. Yes, yes, yes. Dead. I completely forgot there's a speed up button on this one. And then get this, it's a Pokeball, that's what we like to see. And then what is this? That's a Weedle. Let's get out of here. I don't have them yet. I'm gonna hack them in once I get to the gym. Because honestly, Meister has a really good rule of, you know, you can't ride candy until you get to the gym. So I'm just gonna plagiarize that a little bit. No, I'm not gonna go heal. Famous last words. Ah, Kakuna. Actually, we still have 21, we're good. takes about 7 right now. Speaking of which, we are now level 7 and we have water gun. Nope, we have bubble. Which is gonna help at the gym regardless, but oh boy, it really sucks that we have a jolly nature, you know? And now we find the Pikachu. God damn it. I almost pushed the wrong button, but I didn't. Lower speed, Jolly is higher speed. It's less special attack. You know, it's probably the one nature that you don't want as a water type. Obviously more speed is nice, but our stabs do less damage because it's Gen 3. Do we have an antidote? That was wrong button push. Hang on, my second screen just went black because my HDMI cable sucks. There we go. A little bit lower so you guys can actually see. Antidote, nice. That's why we like C in Viridian Forest. That's another Pikachu. Why couldn't it be my first encounter, man? That would be so sick. You would have a Pikachu for the rest of the game. Raichu's really good. That's a Caterpie. Yeah, let's just get all the items. Let's go back and heal so we can get more power points. That's a Weedle. Now let's just grind Metapods and Kakunas. Oh, that's alright, Axo. You know, if you got a phone call, by all means, take it. I can't because I have phone anxiety and a lot of other kinds of anxiety. But, you know, it is what it is. If you got a call, take the call, you know? That's a Weedle. I just remembered. Yeah, lower speed definitely isn't. How many push-ups is that? Do you guys know? Because I have no idea. I answer every call, even scam calls, so I prank them by doing a fake impression of my friend Bobby, who's an IRL cop. You know, if I didn't have a lot of anxiety on the phone, I would absolutely do that. 5 or 6 of them? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, honestly, Cotton Guard is pretty iconic for Altaria. I really can't think of a reason to not run it. Just because the move fits with the Pokemon so much. Ah! Kakuna. I almost pushed the wrong button. Alright. Ooh, almost ran into a trainer. So let's go ahead and heal and then grind a little more, make our way through all the things and the places and the things. Whoa, we're suddenly back in the place. Yeah, sometimes it's anxiety, other times it's not anxiety. I just kind of suck at social things because I'm an introvert. Alright, and then... Whoa, we're back at the gate. How did that happen? Yeah, sorry, I just didn't want to walk all that way. I really want the running shoes. And then, you know what? I might come back and beat up all these little kids later. Right now, I just want to beat up a bunch of bugs. Not that one, though. That one killed my starter last time. That's a Caterpie. Yeah, that's why last run I had like 10 antidotes on me at all time. I was super religious about it. Actually, that reminds me, what is... Alright, favorite region? Well, I would say favorite generation, Generation 6. Favorite region, Generation 3. Rash, which nature is that? Is that good for a Butterfree? Oh, yeah, nickname. Stripes, caught on the team. And Rash nature, which one is that one? Rash is plus special attack, minus special defense. Honestly, it's really sad that's the best nature that we have right now. That's a Caterpie. Where are the cocoons? Let me punt the cocoons. They're easy to kill. That's not a cocoon, that's a worm. I don't want the worm. I want the adolescents. Let me punch the adolescents. That's still a child. That's probably the most dangerous child. Alright. Gen 7, Region 6, or 8. All valid options. Speaking of which, I think that's 8. You know what? I think we're just gonna fight this kid. Is it a smart idea? Probably not, but that's what we're doing. I was never known for my smart decision making. That's another Weedle. Get out of here. Where's my mouse? There it is. Yeah, thanks, Axo. I'm definitely going to need that this early in the game. Because, you know, luck is kind of what fucked me over in my second battle against Nick. Okay, that's 9, I think. Weedle. There it is. Level 9 Weedle. I say we tail whip here. That's not good. Oof. Alright, I say we get it to -2. Yeah, Michelangelo is pretty high up there. He's in the top half for me. I told Bulba I think my favorites from favorite to least favorite is Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. Sorry, Donatello fans, but he's just not. Nope. Get. I gotta get a better streaming setup. And that's it, the big 1-0. Yeah, sorry Donatello fans, but he's just not super high up there for me. You know, his whole thing is that he's the nerd. You know, Raphael's whole thing is icy red. Mikey's whole thing is he's a comedian, he's funny, I like him. And then obviously Leonardo's a leader. He's got the katanas, he is just the coolest one. God damn it. Okay, you know what? I'm moving you over there. There we go. It really is. The button really is out for what? That's 11, I think? Hey, just keep string shotting. If you string shot, you can't poison. If you can't poison, that's A-okay. And one more should do it. And that's that. GG's. Okay. Yeah, by the time 10 o'clock rolls around, I'm just gonna... Oh, 10 o'clock is in 15 minutes. By the time 11 o'clock rolls around, I'm gonna look like The Rock, I'll tell you what. Oh, almost 2 levels, nice. And now we gotta go get the last encounter, a Weedle. God, I wish I could run. Alright. Let's get our encounter. That's a rat. Because yes, this is also Route 2. I almost clicked the button again. I don't know why they're so close together. That's another rat. Flapper mother? Wait a minute. Axo? Yeah, there is. The only encounter we can get is a Weedle. So we just gotta grind until we get one. Because I think... Flapper mother, are you hiding something from me? Yeah, 2 times speed. This is like 100 times speed, my guy. Nope. That one. mother and mommy are completely different? To an extent, yeah, but are they though? Are they really that different? Honestly, I might just forfeit Route 2 entirely. This is getting ridiculous. I'm just getting birds and rats. I want bugs. Give me the bugs so I don't have to go to work. Yeah, this is insane. I think I'm just gonna forfeit Route 2 for now. Maybe come back later. Unless? No. That's just a bird. Alright. Let's go beat up a buff guy. Lapra Mother is Lapras who is a mother. She is that tanky special attacker who destroys everything. Yeah. Yeah, I know the power of Lapras. Trust me. Especially on a normal playthrough, it's just so good. But still, there's at least one person out there who would see a Lapras and would go, yeah, I'd hit that. And to that guy, I say, what is wrong with you? Get some help. Stop it. Who needs Weedle anyways? Yeah, you know, who needs a Beedrill? Yeah, honestly, I don't think I could either. You know, I'm just not that kind of person. Okay, now before we do anything, we are going to save. Yes, and then we're going to give ourselves rare candies. We're going to level up, and then we're going to sweep rock because we have bubble. Now, hang on. Give me 1 second here. That's that. So what I can do is first swap back over to that, and then go to that, open. That's the one I'm playing. That's the one. Oh, that's Pokemon Gold. No, thank you. Open. Hang on, where's mine? That one. Yeah. And then items. Let's go. You know what? Let's put it in the berries bucket. Oh, I have to put it somewhere else. So I think it goes in the items pocket then. Where would it go? What the heck? Where is the rare candy? There it is. Wait, is that why? Does it have to be capitalized? It has to be capitalized. That's why I wasn't doing the thing. And I can only put it there. So quantity 999. And then we're just gonna save. Okay. And then let's go ahead and get on out of there. And then let me see, where did that save to? Is it here? It is. Plop it in there. Replace. And then we'll just open that back up. Hop back over there, get everything set back up again. Full screen, because that's what we like to see. Continue. Previously on your quest. Yeah, let's speed through all that. Bag. There we go. And then the level cap is 14, 10, withdraw, 11, 12, 13, water gun. Yes, get rid of bubble. Honestly, Who needs Tail Whip? The only stat change we care about is reducing our opponent's HP to 0. Level 14. Okay, then we go over there. Level 4, level 5, level 6, level 8, level 9. Gust, nice. 10, 11, 12, 13. Quick attack, nice. 14. This little strategy is how I crushed everybody in the draft lock. 5, 6. Quick attack, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hyperfang, nice. Yeah, there really is not a lot of variety. And Boba, yes, that kind of brain rot will not be tolerated in this chat. I will put you in timeout and horny jail and all of the things. The meme died? Oh. Metapod. I forgot it evolved so early. Are you sure it's dead though? Because I'm still seeing a lot of people in my area using it. Confusion, that's what we like to see. 11, 12, 13, poison powder. Sure. What meme exactly? Here, random question. You guys remember Vines, right? I'm not the only one that's just being old and shit. Stun Spore. I mean, it's better for catching Pokemon, so I don't hate it. There we go, and now we are good to go. Alright, here we go. Honestly, Vines dying was very upsetting. Oh my god, I loved Thomas Sanders, man. You know, Thomas Sanders had so many cool vines. He was really just one of the best people you can ever see on the internet when I was a kid. Oh my god. Water gun. Dead. Hee. Musically before TikTok. Oh my god, I love Zach King. I think I remember a little bit about Musically, but I wasn't that chronically online yet. But honestly, I hated TikTok when it first came out, and to an extent, I still hate it now. But oh my god, you're completely right, Paul. But Thomas Sanders, Zach King, they were some of the best people that I've ever seen on the internet when I was a kid. Yeah, honestly, the songs are pretty great, so I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, Brock, shut up, please. Oh, it's Rock Tomb, it's not by it. I forgot about that. I gotta say, taking a trip down memory lane is always nice. That's why I can't wait to make it over to Gen 3, which I'm gonna be playing Vanilla Alpha Sapphire, and Gen 6, I'm gonna be playing... Bulba, stop, you're making me feel old! And that already sucks. I'm not even old enough to drink, and I feel ancient. My joints feel like Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, pop. Now, where were we? Yeah, so you evolved, and then you evolved again, and then Brock died, and that's what we're talking about. Okay. Emerald ROM hits home. Okay, Showbiz Pizza? I don't quite remember that. Mostly because I lived in smaller areas, so you know we didn't have a lot of big things if it was big. I remember Chuck E. Cheese though. Oh, and let's not forget about Toys R Us. You know, Rest in Pepperoni. That was absolutely joyful as a kid. I remember Toys R Us. You never went to Toys R Us, Axo? Well, I gotta say, you missed out. I'm really sorry you're never going to be able to experience that now. Okay. GameCube's at GameStop. Okay, give me 1 second here. GameCube's at GameStop, baby. Oh, you're heading out? Alright. See ya, Bulba. Okay. 6 more encounters left, and then make sure I save. 6 more encounters until what, I wonder? Oh! Yeah, right. The rival fight. Alright. There's a letter attached. Cool. I don't care. Let me go, please. There we go. I didn't mean to run into that trainer. If I don't mean to run into a trainer, is that a push-up? Water gun. I mean, you know, if the trainer turns and sees me, then, you know, obviously that's not going to count. But if the trainer is standing still, like Last Janice here, you know, does that count as a misclick? You're mean. Yes. Yes, I am. If it's unavoidable, no. Yeah, obviously. But you know, if it's avoidable, if they're standing still and I accidentally run into them, does that count? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna switch these guys really quick. But yeah, this lady was standing right up against the wall. Why not? Alright, so yeah, that's 2 for me then. Alright, just had to double check. Actually, I am gonna refresh that page just to make sure it's still all the things. Okay, and now back to the gameplay. You see, like this guy, obviously this guy wouldn't count because, you know, you have to fight him. But if I don't want to walk into that guy, and I walk into that other guy. God damn it. I'm getting some good sleep tonight, that's for sure. You know, obviously this bug catcher isn't going to count, but that youngster is if I don't want to run into him. Ah yes, a pie of the catter variety. Yeah, the rug's actually really nice. It's also white, and I have 4 cats and 2 dogs that like to throw up on it. So I had to struggle to keep it clean. Actually, it does need a good vacuuming now that I'm actually looking at it. I'll vacuum it tomorrow after work. But yeah, you know, once the rug is completely clean, it's actually really soft, yeah. The only problem is once it gets really clean, it's gonna get really dirty again. Actually, what's the next level cap? Is it? I think it's 21, right? You have 7 dogs? Jesus Christ, that's a lot of dogs. I know they're the best friend of all mankind, but geez. But they do really aim for good stuff for sport, I will say that. Was it intentional? You know, it just happens, you know? That's how being a cat or a dog owner works. The question is, which one do we want to fight? Ah, fuck it. I'm a bottom anyway, I think. Okay. Turn and tilt the camera down. All right. I wanted to respond to that and push the button at the same time. So first, the response. That is very complicated, and I'm happy for you. And now... Yeah, a coworker of mine actually had a puppy. She was just a little golden retriever. She was just the most adorable thing. And that golden retriever finally found her forever home. Now it's sad I'm not gonna be able to see the puppy anymore, but you know, I almost pushed it again. You know, that's just how it works, you know? I do miss that little puppy though. And Cocoon is dead. And Caterpie's dead. Nice, Crit City, that's what we like to see. Oh my god, puppies are absolutely high maintenance. I know, it's because I had to raise both of our dogs, and you know, they chew on everything, they pee everywhere. Oh, it's just a nightmare. But yeah, they are absolutely adorable and they're absolutely worth it. Oh wait, there's a new route we can encounter here. And it's either going to be Spearow or Jigglypuff, I think. Ah. Pitbulls. Interesting. And I think we tried having a Pitbull at one point, but she was just so crazy and neurotic that it just didn't work out. But yeah, Pitbulls are great guard dogs if you raise them right, I will say. Kind of like Rottweilers, because people are just kind of scared of them. They're great deterrents for home defense because you don't have to defend your home. You just have to let them go over and sit at the front door. Kind of like one of my two dogs. One of them is a Rottweiler, and you know how people feel about Rottweilers. You know, they're big junkyard dogs, they're savage beasts. This Rottweiler is just the prettiest little princess, and he's just living his best life, but he's big and he's scary. You know, I know the dog. Okay, I did not know that motherfucker could turn. Okay, the train doesn't count, but the button push does. Oh, their crate train? That is actually really good. Wow. Sore? Absolutely. But I'm gonna sleep really good after stream, I'll tell you what. Gust. We do. I can't do that, I'm wearing wired headphones. Hey, don't think I didn't see that message. What's your job? Okay. Before I do that, what is your job? You better tell me, mister. I saw that message. I saw that message before it was retracted. Axel, you motherfucker. Give me 1 second. I'll be back for you. You know, I saw the message before it was retracted. I saw that it said, "That's my job." What did you mean by that? Because I can see right there, it says, "Message retracted." And I didn't do that. You did that. Come on, spill. Spill all of the beans. So that way I can lap them up and be happy that they're delicious. Axel, you're not innocent. We are both menaces. Menaces? What's the plural for menace? Menaces? Yeah. We're both menaces to society. We both know that neither of us are innocent. Yeah, let's get robbed by an old guy. Okay. Axel, what is the name of the fish? And more importantly, do we go with the Ninja Turtles name for the fish? Actually, what do we name the fish? Actually, are there sea serpents in Ninja Turtles? Oh my god, yes, sea serpents and similar aquatic snake-like monsters do appear in various Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, including the giant sea serpent Umihaha in the comics and an alien sea monster nicknamed Sheldon the Sensual Sea Serpent in the 2012 animated show. Honestly, Sheldon, the sensual, how the fuck do you even say that? Sheldon, the sensual, I know English. Sheldon, the sensation, you know, I think I'm just gonna put it on the fucking screen at this point. I don't remember it either, but you know, it's right there. Oh, hang on, I got an exit full screen. And then I also got a macOS screen capture 2 properties, display capture. Oh, hang on. Okay, hang on. Everything's going crazy. Where is it? There it is. You know, Sheldon, the Sensual Sea Serpent. Actually, hang on, let me just go ahead and just pull out that entire tab. Actually, you know what? Screw the game. We're looking at that right now. Okay. Now, staff give a nickname for a giant alien water creature from Dimension X that appears in the animated series in 2012. Guards an underwater crankbase and develops a bizarre affectionate obsession with the turtle sub, mistaking the vehicle for its mate. What the hell? I have to see this, man. Actually, am I gonna get copyright struck for that? I'm not entirely sure. So just to be safe, I'm not gonna. But hang on. Okay, fandom isn't any help, which is a very strange change. Yeah, I'll be honest. That show is really confusing sometimes. But listen, we're going with some Ninja Turtles theme. Magikarp has got to be Sheldon. I almost pushed the button again. If we're going with the Ninja Turtles theme, we gotta go Sheldon the Sensual Sea Serpent. Then we gotta go get our Route 3 encounter, which is going to be a Spearow. Honestly, not bad. Route 2, we skipped that. Route 3 was Spearow. We could have got a Mankey. That'd be so cool, dude. And then Route 4, we took the Magikarp. Nickname Sheldon. I I don't know the nature just yet. I almost clicked the wrong button again. I'm learning. I'm getting better. Name her April? I mean, I don't hate that. Actually, it only no spec, doesn't it? So it's gonna be doing a lot of damage. So let's just sand attack. Nope, it's got keen eye. Let's not sand attack. Yeah, it's got weird. So let's tackle, see how much that does. Nope, that kills it with the crit. So we're not getting April. That sucks, honestly. And to add insult to injury, you got another push-up. Alright. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Anyway. Actually, let's check Magikarp's nature. Yep, losing April without even getting to know her very well. That kind of sucks. Oh, Shelton is sassy. Yeah, that kind of sucks, honestly, but I'm sure there's better Pokemon to name April. Oh my god. Sassy is plus special defense minus speed. That's not great for a Gyarados. We want it to be fast. Okay. Actually, I do want to swap some Pokemon around. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Now, there are some better Pokemon to name April. You know, maybe something like Lickitung. If you got Lickitung, we can name it April. Well, no, maybe not a Lickitung. Maybe in the off chance that we get a Bellsprout, we can name it April. Prison? Why? Bullet Seed is nice. Why prison? Oh, that's our encounter. Probably Zubat. Yeah. Oh, Moon. The Bat. Batman. No, Batwoman. Oh, this can be April. Well, I mean, maybe not. Actually, who would this be? I almost pushed a button. Yeah, prison? What do you mean, Axo? What are you talking about here? This isn't the first time I've been cursed with good luck. Yeah, Lickitung, Weeping Bell, I know what I said. Valid, yeah, I know. I may be an idiot, but I'm not stupid. Let's avoid that guy. Given your Aqua record? Hey, listen, you know, the Aqua Grunts and Shelly, they had no reason to be that hot, I will tell you what. And then the remakes, they made them even hotter. You know, I gotta say, Team Aqua is really fucking hot. And then there's Team Magma though. You know, honestly, their uniforms give off a whole different vibe. But God, you know, woman in a uniform, that does something, you know? It doesn't make me do a push-up though, that's what the button is for. Archie Daddy? Yeah. You know, I'll be honest, he did have kind of a pretty big glow up, just in case you turn. He did have kind of a big glow up with the remakes, but he also felt a little bit less evil and a little bit more comical, you know? But I do think the design is significantly better. It fits his personality a lot more. You know, in Ruby Sapphire Emerald, you know, if Archie were to meet your dad in, where was it, 2002, I want to say, 2004? Hang on. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, 2002, I was right. Alright. Torpedo doesn't have a water move? That can't be right. Torpedo moveset. There's no way it doesn't have a water move, right? I mean, it's definitely got some in ZA and Brilliant Diamond. But if we go back to Gen 3, Ruby Sapphire... What the fuck? Where are all the water moves? Yeah, I can see that was fixed a little bit in Gen 4, but... yeah, in Gen 3 it doesn't have water moves. That's crazy. But in 2002, Archie feels like if you were to meet your dad, he would say, "Pleasure to meet you, sir." And then in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Archie feels like a shift from "Hello, sir" to "Your daughter calls me daddy too." You know, it kind of feels like that kind of shift with Archie. And honestly, Maxie didn't really change that much, I'll be honest. I don't need the items in here. Famous last words. I will grab the Moonstone though. And Auras as well, let's see. Torpedo moveset. It's gotta have one in Auras, right? Gen 6, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. No, it's got Aqua Jet and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Granted, it gets it after it evolves. So can it get it as a Carvana in Auras? It can. So level 11, Carvana gets Aqua Jet, so technically it does have a water move. Honestly, Matt didn't just have... I almost clicked the button. Matt didn't just have a huge glow up. He changed his entire skin color. And honestly, I'm all for it because he looks so much better in Auras. Can I see your deleted messages? I can see that you deleted them. I can't see what they say. Hang on, this lo-fi song kind of hits hard. What is this? Again. What song? What game is Again from? I'm not entirely sure. And hotter? No, I fully agree. He's absolutely hotter in Auras. There's the Moonstone. Actually, speaking of which, you know, as far as Fantasy Friday is concerned, I could go with... Okay, as far as Fantasy Friday is concerned, you know, I could go with a whole bunch of things, but if I decide to go Deltarune, I'm just gonna say ahead of time. You know, I'm just a normal, straight dude. But I would turn gay for Ralsei, you know? I'm not a furry. But, you know, come on, it's Ralsei. You know, can you blame me? Ralsei's, you know, the best character in the game. Aside from Lancer. Lancer's pretty cool too, but Ralsei. Ralsei is pretty much the only reason I didn't do a full genocide route. Alright, you haven't played Deltarune, have you? Or was it Undertale that I haven't played? Ah, Perry. I shall take it to falls. Oh ho ho. Undertale and Deltarune. Undertale was the one that I was playing last Friday. No, not last Friday. 2 Fridays ago. Get to push up. And then there's Deltarune, which is the other one. Okay, play Deltarune, then yeah, Ralsei. You know, in the main party, it's your character, which is Chris, spelled K-R-I-S, and then there's Susie, the purple one, and then there's Ralsei, the hot one. Yeah, it turns out Ralsei's the dude. I would turn gay for Ralsei. Yeah, the GOAT. Quite literally. Little kids shouldn't be messing around with grown-ups. No, flip it around, and I fully agree. It could be bad news. It will be bad news. What do you mean you never liked Ralsei? Ralsei's one of the best characters in the game. What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Oh, it only does 11. My question is, how can you not like Ralsei? Oh, Sandshrew. Water gun. Dead. as in romantically, I love his character. Yeah, who doesn't? But oh, well, you don't like him as in romantically. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, sorry, my brain doesn't like to brain sometimes. But yeah, Ralsei is... Oh, cool. Yeah, Ralsei is probably the best character in Undertale. I know I said it before, but I'll say it again as many times as I please. And Ralsei pleases me very much. Okay. And then hop back over here. Yeah, if I had to pick one character to romance in Deltarune, it would be Ralsei. And like I said, need I say more? Didn't think so. God, there's so many encounters here. You think with all the encounters we're getting, we're gonna find a shiny at some point tonight? I think I'm probably gonna stay on for like half an hour more at most. And then I'm gonna go to bed because I have work in the morning, because I'm a loser with a job. Oh, I need to heal Leonardo. Yeah, of course I know it's possible, but do you think we will? And then that's a required fight, so that one's not gonna count. And we got rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Deltarune people you'd risk it all for. As mentioned before, my number one is Ralsei. I would give absolutely everything for Ralsei. Who else would I give my all for? I don't know. I mean, I've only played up until chapter 2, so no spoilers, please. Butlers from chapter 2. Who are they again? Butlers from Deltarune chapter 2. Oh! Those guys. Honestly, yeah, I can see it. I'll be honest. Fuck. Okay. Okay. I think another character, well, not really the characters themselves, more of a character dynamic that would give it all to protect is, honestly, I would say Susie and what's-her-face's relationship, because I just find that absolutely adorable and I love it so much. And I want to punt Birdly in his little bird face. I don't like him. I just want to take his little bird head and grab his little bird neck. And I want to... Yeah, Noelle, that's her name. I want to protect Susie and Noelle's relationship. And that means Birdly, I'm going to grab your little bird head. I'm going to grab your little bird neck. And I'm just going to swing around. I'm going to throw you like a shot put. That's what I'm going to do to Birdly. Because I don't like that motherfucker. Yeah, Birdly is really annoying. Just like this button. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they really are. Someone else I hate though, Rules Card. I mean, I like the little game that you play with him in the sewers, but that's as far as it goes for me, because it just feels like he's Papyrus on a budget. You know, I love Papyrus. Rules Card's just kind of annoying. And in case you don't remember who he is, Rules Card is the puzzle guy. That I guess is a stand-in for Papyrus. Yeah, the blue guy. No, I don't really like him. I despise Birdly. I think the Cyber Queen is an interesting character. I think it's kind of funny that she's a drunk. Okay, this guy has electric types. What do I have? I almost pushed the wrong button. Hit his guts? That's the right answer. Oh yeah, her laugh is iconic. Her battle theme is iconic. I just love it so much. Also, I kind of want to do a full pacifist run. The only problem is I don't really know how to do a full pacifist run in Deltarune. Grimer's sprite in Gen 3 is just so adorable. Look at him. Look at him. He's just a little guy. He just wants a hug. Hug. Well, just confusion because I don't have what I need. Nice, Crit City. Just acting? Yeah. It's good acting though. I kind of want to hug the Grimer. That's a Voltorb. Me not like. Stun Sport. Grimer is cute in a weird way, you know? Muck though, Muck can go to hell. Now Voltorb is paralyzed. Confusion. Please don't use an electric move. Nice. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Bang. That is what we'd like to see. Stripes the goat. Yeah, but Alolan Muck is cool. And it's also one of the best Pokemon in the Gen 7 games. Coffee. I love coffee. Somehow I lived. Oh. That is why we have antidotes. Level 15, do we get sleep powder? We do. That's gonna be so good for catching, hopefully, an Aberlator. Galarian Weezing is actually really, really good. I'll be honest, I think its design is very unique, but its design really isn't for me. It's got a really cool typing. It's got a really cool ability. You know, I think it's cool, but I think the design just isn't really for me. Antidoted. Yeah. Okay, now I have an important decision. Do we take Ward Helix, or do we take the one that better fits my playstyle? You know what? We got Double Bulba. Let's go for the memes. Its signature move kind of is underwhelming. Okay, now let's get out of this cave. word helix. Should I go back and grab that item? Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean. My favorite fossil. You know, I don't know. Because there's what? There's Aerodactyl, Kabutops, Omastar. And then I don't think Gen 2 had any new fossils. Gen 3 added Cradilly and Armaldo. Bastiodon, Rampardos, Caracosta, Archeops, probably the most underwhelming fossil. And then Gen 6 added Tyrantrum and Aurorus. Gen 7 didn't add anything new. And then Gen 8 added, you know, the 4 fusion fossils, and Gen 9 didn't add any fossils. So I would say out of those, I think competitively, my favorite is Dracovish, just because it's kind of super fun and super powerful to use, and it just goes crazy. But I think personally, I think my favorite is Aurorus. Either that or Aerodactyl. Yeah, Cradilly is just a silly little guy. Honestly, Cray-Silly is probably the best way to put it. Well worded. Roar. Like that's ever gonna happen. I think Dracovish should really be put into Pokemon Champions pretty soon, because it would go so hard on rain teams. Just think about how much damage that thing would do. Because, you know, you got Pelipper to set up the rain, or you got Sableye to set up the rain. You get Arcaludon because it's just great in the rain. You get Basculegion because it's great overall. You get Mega Swampert because it's super strong and it gets Swift Swim when it Megas. And then you add Dracovish on top of that. You know, I think I know what the favorite weather is. Actually, is this still Route 4 or is that Route 5? Get out the way. Child, get out of my way. I will fist fight you. That is not a threat, that's a promise. This is still Route 4. Okay. Now the question is, what do we want to do? Because the level cap is 21. I don't want to go in without some sort of Misty counter. Does she have psychic moves? She does not, which is good for us. Which means that an Oddish from the routes above would be good, but Bulba's blocking the way. Yeah, we're high enough level. Let's go fight Bulba. Oh, Kefka traumatized you that bad that you have personal beef with Basculegion? Just like I have personal beef with this fucking button. I mean, I could lead Stripes, but that's a little risky. I think I'm gonna lead Leonardo, I'll be honest. Yeah, listen, Basculegion is just a good Pokemon. Basculegion is your Claydol? Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, Basculegion is just so good. It's such a good Pokemon. It has no right being that good in battles. And the worst part, Basket Legion looks like it would taste so fucking good. I would say that's the worst part. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, Heliolisk is really the best off-meta pick that you can have in a Basket Legion because it's immune to Elastic Specs. Dreskin makes it immune to water moves, which is its only other stab. I don't want to risk it. Do you know Quick Attack? You do. Alright, come on, Splinter. Yeah, he really does look like a koi fish, and that's a lot of damage. What's your build? Is it Jolly Max Speed Joy Scarf? Because I think that's as fast as it can go, and that's like just a little under 200, I think. Okay, let's hit the sleep powder, which is always nice. Modest Scarf Max Speed. Oh wait, are you running female Basket Legion? Oh no. Oh, Sunny. Yeah. Yeah, Heliolisk was really the goat of the last tournament, I'll tell you what. I imagine it's going to be coming to every tournament from now on. Now let's swap into Tweeter. And then Tweeter is just going to sweep for us. But I feel like you should at least have it just in case, right? Because Basket Legion is so good. Oh, yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with him being on your permanent team. Because, I'll be honest, he's kind of a niche pick, but oh, yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna beat up Bulba and then just kind of end it there. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Actually, what moves does this? God damn, I touched the wire again. What moves does Bulbasaur have? T-Bolt, Grass Knot, Focus Blast, Dark Pulse. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so H-Seed, Vine Whip, Sleep Powder, Tackle. I got nothing to worry about. Yeah, T-Bolt, Dark Pulse are both really great in the Basket Legion. Grass Knot is really great into heavier Pokemon, obviously, and then Focus Blast is really good if you can hit, obviously. Yeah, Archaludon is pretty great to play with. It's not great to play against, I will admit. Chat, we have a problem. Bulba's whipping Tweeter, and I think Tweeter is into it. And Stripes is... What do we do here? We got a sack Splinter. Is that a Splinter Leonardo? And we can't get rid of Sheldon. He's only a baby, you know? I think we got a sack Splinter. Yeah. You're probably gonna go for tackles. The question is, can I get a one-turn sleep? Oh. I'm perfectly okay with that. Okay, that's 2 turns. Gonna get a 2-turn sleep. Can I get a 3-turn sleep? Just wake up and we win, please. There we go. I mean, Bulbasaur is pretty bulky, especially. And it's also a higher level, so I guess that makes sense. But we did lose a member of our squad. His nature wasn't great, but his sacrifice will not be in vain. Jesus Christ, Bulba, shut up. You already killed one of my guys. Do you really need to rub it in by giving me a camera? Yeah, Splinter will always be with us. Wait, does that mean I have to go back in time and do things? Okay. Because, you know, apparently we can't say dead anymore because apparently it's some sort of slur, I guess. It's a slur against the internet. All these guys were unalived. He died once to Shredder and the black hole machine went off. That actually sounds kind of lit, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna go ahead and save my game here, and then I guess that's that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that whole plot sounds like a role play that I would have done when I was like 11. That's just what that sounds like. Actually, where's the save? There we go. Save file, yes. And then let's swap over to that camera, get out of there, and then quit out of that. Yeah, that whole plot sounds pretty crazy to me. Yeah, honestly, neither am I. It's not going to be busy, which means I'm going to have nothing to do, and I'm still going to have to stay. I'm going to be bored. It's going to suck. But, regardless, I will... No, I believe it gets weirder, trust me. Oh. God. Old bones. Well, that's vampire arc. Is that the episode with, like, the vampire bugs or something? Because I think I remember that one. Yeah, you too, XO. See everyone in the next one.